What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, wrestling fans all over the world? This is Wrestle Vault, and I'm Salvador, bringing you the hottest, most jaw-dropping updates straight from the wild world of WWE. Breaking: has CM Punk finally gone too far? In a raw, unfiltered moment on Monday Night Raw that has the entire wrestling world on fire, the so-called best in the world, CM Punk, left Roman Reigns, the tribal chief himself, completely lost for words with a cruel, cold-blooded dig that hit straight at the grave. "I'm gonna bury you next to your father," Punk growled, taking a shot at the late Sika Inoue, Roman's beloved dad who passed away not too long ago. This isn't just trash talk. This is pure disrespect. This is a full-on outrage. How could Punk sink that low just to hype a WrestleMania match? Fans, if this doesn't get your blood boiling, if this doesn't make you want to go crazy in the comments about how WWE needs to address this kind of disrespect, then what will? Share this video right now. Let's make sure the whole world knows the tribal chief won't let this slide. Stay with me till the very end because we're going deep into every shocking detail, the backstory, the fallout, and a twist you never saw coming that could flip everything heading into WrestleMania 42. You missed this? No way! But if you did, we're breaking it all down right now, and it's going to leave you absolutely furious. Hello viewers, if you're new here, please don't forget to like and hit that subscribe button for daily WWE Raw updates. Alright folks, let's set the scene, because this didn't come out of thin air. We're talking about March 2nd, 2026, a Monday Night Raw already being called one of the most talked about episodes in recent memory. The arena is buzzing, fans going absolutely wild, and the road to WrestleMania 42 is heating up faster than ever. CM Punk, the reigning World Heavyweight Champion, has been on a rampage since his shocking return to WWE. Remember, Punk won the title in a brutal Elimination Chamber match just days before, surviving everything thrown at him. He's the anti-hero, the guy who drops truth bombs, the one who calls out the system and then backs it up in the ring. But on this night, he made it personal, way too personal. On the other side, Roman Reigns, the man who needs no introduction, the tribal chief, the head of the table, the guy who has run WWE for years. Reigns won the Royal Rumble earlier this year, locking in his shot at Punk's title at WrestleMania. He's back on Raw after some time away, ready to take back what he believes is his. But Punk? Oh, Punk had very different plans. The segment starts off calm enough. Reigns is in the ring, mic in hand, doing what he does best. He's talking about legacy, family, the bloodline, everything that makes Roman who he is. "Acknowledge me," he tells the crowd, which is split down the middle. Then Punk's music hits. The arena goes crazy. Punk walks out cool as ever, belt resting on his shoulder, that trademark smirk on his face. He's not there just to talk. He's there to do damage. The two square up face to face, the tension so thick you could feel it through your screen. Reigns goes first. "You're on a retirement tour, Punk. Enjoy it while it lasts, because at WrestleMania, I'm taking that title and ending your run." Classic Roman, sharp, confident. But Punk, he turns it all upside down. He starts picking apart Reigns, his losses, his ego, the bloodline falling apart. Then the bomb drops. "I'm going to bury you next to your father," Punk says, staring straight into Roman's eyes. The crowd gasps. Roman's face? Stone cold. Speechless. The tribal chief, a man who has stood across from legends, struck silent. The camera shakes as it zooms in on his stunned face. That's how real the moment felt. Sika Inoue, Roman's father and a WWE Hall of Famer, passed away not long ago, and Punk just used that pain as a weapon. Outrageous. Disrespectful. This isn't wrestling trash talk. This is a low blow in the worst way possible. Fans, tell me in the comments, was this too far? Should WWE punish Punk? Or is this the raw edge that we've been waiting for? But let's not stop there. This moment didn't come out of nowhere. To really get why it's so shocking, we have to go back, way back.
CM Punk's history with WWE is full of twists. He walked out in 2014, burned bridges, and became a legend in AEW. His return to WWE was massive, but he's always been the outsider, the rebel. Roman Reigns? He's the face of the company. The Inoue family? The Rock, the Usos, Yokozuna? Wrestling royalty. Sika was half of the Wild Samoans, a tag team that shaped an era. Bringing up his death? That's not just personal. That's going after the whole family. Fast forward to the build-up. After Elimination Chamber 2026, where Punk held on to his title in a tough, grinding match, Reigns came back to Raw as the Royal Rumble winner going after the World Heavyweight Championship. Punk had already been poking at him since the Chamber, calling him out for hiding behind family. Reigns fired back in promos, but nothing could have prepared us for this face-off. The whole segment was set up to explode. WWE even teased it with a WWE Now preview. Roman Reigns returns after CM Punk's insults. Now let's go through it step by step, because this is pure gold, or should I say pure fire. Reigns opens up strong. Punk, you've been running your mouth, but at WrestleMania, the Tribal Chief puts an end to your story. Punk cuts in, belt pressing under the lights. Your story? Your whole career runs on family favors. The bloodline carried you the whole way. The crowd reacts big. Reigns smirks. Family? That's something you'll never understand, Punk. You've always been alone. Then Punk nukes it all. Alone? At least I'm not living off someone else's name. You went from losing at WrestleMania to this? Now I'm going to bury you, right next to your father. Boom. Mic drop. Roman's jaw falls open, eyes wide. No response. The segment ends with Punk walking off, leaving Reigns standing there fuming. Reports say that off-air, Roman looked genuinely affected, pacing, heated. And the family? The Inoue family is beyond angry. Sources say one family member wants to physically confront Punk. This could blow up into something way bigger. Could we see the bloodline reunite for revenge? Fans on X are split right down the middle. One post says, Punk put him exactly where his arrogant self belongs. Another fires back. Roman cooked Punk so bad that Punk had to go there. But plenty are outraged. That line about Sika crossed every line. You don't disrespect the dead. Comment sections are going off. YouTube clips of the segment are racking up millions of views. Even WWE legends are reacting. One Hall of Famer called Punk's dig completely out of place. Why does all this matter? Because WrestleMania 42 is shaping up to be something special. Punk versus Reigns for the world title, a dream match on the grandest stage. But this personal shot adds a whole new layer. Is Punk going full heel? Is Roman emotionally off balance now? The mind games are brilliant. Punk has always blurred the line between what's real and what's scripted. Remember the pipe bomb? This feels like that, but even sharper. Here's my take on the bigger picture. Something to really think about. What if this disrespect wasn't just emotion? What if Punk's line was a calculated move to drag the entire Inoue family back into the picture? Think about it. The bloodline has been broken since Roman's recent losses. Solo Sika, the Usos, all scattered. But Punk bringing up Sika? That's the one thing that could bring them back together against a single enemy. Rumors are floating that someone like Jacob Fatu or even The Rock could show up at WrestleMania. Word backstage is there's talk of a bloodline resurrection angle. Punk leaves Reigns speechless now, but at WrestleMania, the Tribal Chief comes back with family behind him and flips the whole thing around. Or here's an even wilder thought. What if Punk has a secret alliance? He's been seen having quiet conversations with Paul Heyman off camera. Heyman, who has turned his back on Roman before, could be setting up the biggest swerve of the year. Punk and Heyman dismantling the bloodline for good? That's the kind of 4D chess WWE loves to play, and we're all caught in it. Let's look deeper at who these two men are and why this match means so much. CM Punk, straight edge, 5-time world champion, but his WWE run was always messy. He walked out, sued the company, went to UFC, then AEW. Won titles there, but clashed constantly. His 2023 WWE return felt like a fresh start, but the bitterness never fully left. Winning the World Heavyweight Champion at Elimination Chamber? That's his redemption story. Facing Reigns at WrestleMania? That's legacy territory. Roman Reigns? From Shield member to the most talked about star in the game. Booed as the Tribal Chief, he flipped it all in 2020, became the head of the table and held the Universal title for over 1,300 days, the longest run in the modern era. Losses to Cody Rhodes shook him, but the Royal Rumble win brought him back. And with his father, Sika, passing in 2024, Punk's words didn't just sting, they reopened a real wound. Other big moments from that Raw? Seth Rollins showed up, hinting at a possible triple threat, but the Punk-Reigns segment ate up all the oxygen in the room. Fan chants flipped from CM Punk to too far in real time. The energy was electric. What does this all mean going forward? This feud is deeply personal now. WrestleMania 42 is in April. Tickets are flying out the door. Will Reigns fire back harder? Will the family confront Punk on Raw? The outrage only builds the hype. But is it all okay? Wrestling is scripted, sure, but using real deaths? That's where lines have to be drawn. Fans, let the debate begin below. Was this genius storytelling or just plain wrong? As we wrap things up, remember, this is exactly why we can't stop watching WWE. The drama, the shocks, the moments that make you jump off your couch. But Punk's words? Hard to forgive. Share this